Dear students, today we shall solve some network problems in capacitors. In the examination, a network of capacitors will be given like this, and you will be asked to find effective capacitance between any two given points. So in this network, you are asked to find effective capacitance, or sometimes it is also called as equivalent capacitance across AB. So in these type of problems, first what you have to do is you have to identify the junctions. So junction means it is a point where two or more conductors meet. Here you see, this is one junction, this is another junction, because here one conductor from here, another one from here, another from here, they are joining. So also this point. So these two are the junctions. You identify the junctions. So between any two junctions, first you check whether any number of capacitors are in series. Here see, between these two junctions, these two capacitors are in series. These two are also in series. So between the junctions you identify series capacitors and you find the effective capacitance. So after finding the series effective capacitance here and here, this and this becomes parallel. Next to this capacitor, the equivalent capacitor here and this, they are in series. So like that, you should go on reducing this network, and you can find the effective capacitance between two given points. So first you mark these capacitors. I mark this as C1, this as C2, this as C3, C4. I mark this arbitrarily, C5 and C6. So between these two junctions, first these two are in series. See, this is not a junction, this is just bending of a conductor. This plate and this plate both are connected end to end, so these two are in series. Here also, this plate and this plate connected end to end, so these two are in series. So initially, C2 and C4 are in series. Their effective capacitance, say 1 by CA, this is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by, here C2 and C4. So 1 by C2 plus 1 by C4. So therefore if I take LCM and if I find CA, you can write it as C2 C4 divided by C2 plus C4. So this is 9 and this is 3. 9 into 3 divided by 9 plus 3, 27 by 12. So it becomes 9 by 4 microfarad. Similarly, here this C3 and C5 are in series. These two are in series. Their effective capacitance, I write it as CB. So C3 C5, C3 into C5 divided by C3 plus C5. So C3 C5 means 12 into 4 divided by 12 plus 4. So it is 12 into 4 divided by 16. So it is 3 microfarad. See, effective capacitance means it is the capacitance of that capacitor which replaces the combination. Now after finding the CA and CB, this circuit will be reduced to this form. So this is CA, this is CB, this is C1 and this is C6. It is like this. Because the two individual capacitors in series can be replaced by means of their equivalent capacitor of capacitance 9/4. Similarly, these two can be replaced by a 3 microfarad capacitor. So between these two junctions, these two are in parallel. So this is CA and CB. Are in parallel. Their effective capacitance CC is equal to CA plus CB, that is 9/4 plus 3. So if I take 4 common, 12 plus 9, 21. So 21/4 microfarad. That means this circuit now, it reduces to this form. Across AB, this is C1, CC, C6 are in series. So as C1, CC and C6 are in series, effective capacitance across AB 1 by CAB is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by CC plus 1 by C6. So this is 1 divided by 2 plus this 1 divided by 21/4, 1 divided by, what is the C6? It is 6. So this is 1/2 plus 4 divided by 21, 6. Now you take LCM and from that you find CAB. So you take LCM, you will get 1 by CAB. From that you find CAB. It comes to be nearly 1.17 microfarad. So whenever a network is given, first you identify the junctions. Between 2 points, you check are there any capacitors in series. So first you find the effective capacitance. Afterwards you go for parallel. Series, parallel like that. You can find out the capacitance between any two given points. Here I take one more problem. A simple one. A network is given like this. If each capacitor is of 1 microfarad, find effective capacitance across AB. So this is 1 microfarad, 1 microfarad, 1 microfarad, 1 microfarad like this. So first I mark these capacitors C1, C2, C3, C4. In this network, what are the junctions? These two, this one and this one. Because this plate and this plate, all the three are joined here. So this is junction. This is another junction. So between these two junctions, between these 2 points, Are there any series capacitors which are connected end to end? No. And next, between these two junctions, are there any parallel capacitors? Yes, C2 and C3 are in parallel. So you find their effective capacitance, CA. That means these two capacitors can be replaced by means of a single capacitor of capacitance CA. Next, the C1, CA, C4, they become series. So you find the effective capacitance like that. So initially C3 and C2 are in parallel. Their effective capacitance CA, it become equal to C3 plus C2. So it is 2 microfarad. So these two individual capacitors can be replaced by means of a single capacitor of 2 microfarad. That means this circuit, it reduces to this form. So this is C1, this is CA, and this is C4. This is A and this is B. See, C1 is connected to C2, CA. That means C1, CA and C4 all are in series. As C1, CA and C4 are in series, this effective capacitance across AB, CAB is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by CA plus 1 by C4. So this is 1 by 1, 1 by 2. So it is 1 by CA. 1 by CAB is equal to 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus half. 2 plus half. That means 5 by 2. Therefore, CAB is equal to 2 divided by 5, which is equal to 0.4 microfarad. While writing the formula for effective capacitance and series, you be careful. It is 1 by CAB is equal to 1 by C1, 1 by CA, 1 by C4 like this. ನೀವು ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಂತಂದು ಕೂಡಲೇ ಈ ಥರ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ. CAB ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಅಂತ ಬರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ CAB, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ CAB. ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲವರು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರಿತೀರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಪು 5/2 ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ 5/2 ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀರಿ. ಸೊ 1 by CAB ಈಸ್ 5/2. Therefore CAB will become 2 divided by 5, reciprocal of that. So while doing these mathematical calculations, you must be very, very careful. So you will get 0.4 microfarad. There is a network given like this. You are asked to find CAB and CAD. So each one is of 1 microfarad. So this is C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8. The capacitors are marked like this. First, to find the effective capacitance across AB, this one. So these are the 2 points where effective capacity is to be found. When I apply a potential difference here, this is free end and this is free end. So these 2 plates do not get any charge here. When a potential difference is applied across AB, these 2 plates being free, these 2 plates do not acquire any charge. Therefore, these 2 capacitors can be removed. So, to find CAB, this C3 and C6 can be ignored. You can ignore those 2 capacitors because they do not include in the circuit. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವೆರಡು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದೀಸ್ 2 ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎನಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಿಲ್, ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್. These 2 capacitors are considered to be absent. Now, to find the effective capacitance across AB, across these 2 points, these 2 junctions, these 3 are in series. That one and this one parallel, again series. So you find the effective capacitance. So initially, C2, C8 and C5 are in series. Their effective capacitance 1 by CA, 1 by C2 plus 1 by C8 plus 1 by C5. So it is 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1, which is equal to 3. Therefore, this CA is equal to 1 by 3 microfarad. That means these 3 capacitors are replaced by means of a single capacitor like this. So this is C1, this is C7, this is C4 and this is CA. Next, this CA and C7 are in parallel between these 2 points. These are in parallel because parallel connection means connected between 2 common points. So these 2 are in parallel. CA and C7 are in parallel. Their effective capacitance CB is equal to C7 plus CA, that is 1 plus 1 by 3, which is 4 divided by 3 microfarad. That means these 2 are replaced by means of a single capacitor like this. So C1, CB, C4. As C1, CB and C4 are in series, this 1 by CAB is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by CB plus 1 by C4. So this is 1 by 1, C1 is 1, CB 4 by 3, C4 1. So it is 2 plus 3 divided by 4. So 8 plus 3, 11 by 4. Therefore CAB is equal to 4 divided by 11. You find this value, microfarad. ಸೊ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ನೆನಪಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಫೈಂಡ್ ಸಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಇದಾಯಿತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಸಿ ಎ ಡಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್. This is C3, this is C6, this point is C and this point is D. So when you are asked to find this CAD between these 2 points, if I apply a potential difference here, positive potential, and here this is negative potential, this plate being free, this do not get any charge. This is also free, this also do not get any charge. So second part of the problem, to find CAD, this C3 and C4 can be ignored. So ಇದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು, ಇದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಇತ್ತು. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎ ಡಿ ಇವೆರಡೂ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಡುವ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಈ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಎಂಡ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೀಸ್ 2 capacitors ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್, ಸೊ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರಿಮೂವ್. ದಿ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ if you identify the junctions, this is one junction, this is another junction. So between these 2 points, these 2 capacitors are in series, these 2 are also in series. So first you find the effective capacitance here and also effective capacitance here. Both are in parallel and then in series. So initially C2 and C8 are in series. Therefore 1 by CA, it become 1 by C2 plus 1 by C8. Their effective capacitance is, so it is 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by 1. This is 2. Therefore CA is equal to 1 by 2 microfarad. Remember, when 2 equal capacitors are in series, their effective capacitance become half. ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸು ಸೀರೀಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ಧರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು 1 ಆಯಿತು, ಇದು ಹಾಫ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ C7 and C5 are in series. Therefore 1 by CB is equal to 1 by C5 plus 1 by C7. Therefore this CB is equal to 1 by 2 microfarad. Now this circuit it reduces to this form. CA, CB, C1, C6. So this is one capacitor, this is another capacitor. The effective capacitance of these 2 is CA and effective capacitance of these 2 is CB. Now the CA and CB are in parallel. Therefore, their effective capacitance CC, CA plus CB. CA is half, CB is half, so it is equal to 1 microfarad. So the effective capacitance of these two is 1. Therefore, the circuit reduces to this form like this. This is C1, CC, C6. As C1, CC and C6 are in series, 1 by CAD, it is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by CC plus 1 by C6. So it is 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1, which is equal to 3. Therefore, this CAD is equal to 1 by 3 microfarad. So usually these type of problems will be asked in competitive examinations. So if you know how to resolve the network, then obviously you can get effective capacitance between any two given points in the circuit. So here is a problem like this. So you find this one. Each capacitance, capacitor of each capacitance is C. You are asked to find effective capacitance between A and B. So here these two are the junctions. This is one junction, this is another junction. So between these 2 points, first these two are in series. C and C, they are in series, the effective capacitance will become C by 2. This is C by 2 and C, they are in parallel. So you find the effective capacitance. Later these three are in series. So initially C and C are in, or otherwise I take this as C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. So given all are same. So initially now C2, C3 are in series. Their effective capacitance 1 by CA it is equal to 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So 1 by C plus 1 by C, it is 2 by C. Therefore, CA is equal to C by 2. That means the circuit can be reduced like this. So this is C1, this is C4, this is C5, and here the effective capacitance of these two, it is CA. Now this is CA and C5. Are in parallel. Therefore, CB is equal to CA plus C5. The CA is C by 2. C5 is C. So it becomes 3C by 2. So this is C by 2. This one is C by 2. And this is C. So it becomes 3C by 2. That means the circuit now, it reduces to this form. So this is A, this is B, C1, C4, and this is CB. So as C1, CB and C4 are in series, 1 by CAB, 1 by C1 plus 1 by CB plus 1 by C4. So this is 1 divided by C, and the CB is 3C by 2. So it is 2 by C plus 2 divided by 3C. So if I take this 1 by C common, it is 2 plus 2 by 3. 2 plus 2 by 3 means it becomes 8 by 3. So it is 8 divided by 3C. This is 1 by CAB. Therefore, CAB is equal to 3C divided by 8. That is the answer. Here I take one more problem. A circuit is given like this. First you are asked to find the potential at B. Second, find charge on each capacitor. So there are three capacitors like this, C1, C2 and C3, connected in the circuit in this way. This part of the circuit is grounded. This symbol shows that this part is earthed, this end of the system is earthed. That means its potential here is 0. Potential here is 0 volt. So here the potential applied is 1200 volt, here it is 0 volt. So potential difference between A and C is 1200 volt. First you are asked to find the potential at B and then charge on all the three capacitors. So here to find the potential at B, first you find effective capacitance of this circuit. Effective capacitance across AC is equal C2 parallel with C3 and that is in series with C1. So effective capacitance across AC, this one, these 2 points is, first these two are in parallel and then that is in series. So C2 is in parallel with C3. That means here parallel means it becomes 2 plus 4, 6 microfarad. So 6 microfarad in series with C1, it is 3 microfarad. Therefore, this CAC, these two being in series, 1 by CAC is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3, or otherwise CAC is equal to 6 into 3 divided by 6 plus 3, that is 18 divided by 9, so it is 2 microfarad. CAC is 2 microfarad. The equivalent capacitance here is C microfarad. Therefore, charge on C1 and charge on C1. See, this one and this one both are in series. This 6 microfarad, it is in series with 3 microfarad. So charge on C1 and parallel combination of C2 and C3 is Q is equal to CS into V. CS into V. So this is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 into potential difference here is 1200 volt. So this is 2400 in 10 to the power of minus 6. This is 2.4 millicoulomb. 2.4 millicoulomb. This is Q1. Therefore, potential difference across C1, potential difference across C1, that is V1 is equal this Q1 divided by C1, that is 2.4 2400 in 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by 3. That is 3 microfarad, 3 in 10 to the power of minus 6. So it is 800 volt. Potential difference across V1, that is equal to 800 volt. So therefore, here this is 800 volt. Therefore, what is the potential at B? See, from here to here it is 1200. From here to here it is 800, means from here to here how much it would be? 400. So at the point B, the potential is, therefore potential at B is equal to 400 volt. So ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 1200 ಇದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 800 ಇದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ 1200 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 800 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ 800 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು? 400 ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 800 ಹಿಯರ್. So to make this potential difference 800, here the potential should become 400. So from here to here 400 is there. So the potential difference across C2 is 400 and potential difference across C3 is also 400. Now you can find the charge on C2 and therefore potential difference across C2 is equal to potential difference across C3. This is equal to 400. Therefore, charge on C2, charge on C2, this Q2 is equal to C2 into V2. That means this is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 6 and 400. So it is 1.6 millicoulomb. Similarly, charge on C3, Q3, it is C3 into V3, that is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6, 2 in 10 to the power of minus 6. V3 is 400. So this is 800 in 10 to the power of minus 6, that is 0.8 millicoulomb. See, to check whether this answer is correct or not, you apply the principles of parallel connection. In parallel connection, potential difference is same, that is 400 each. But the total charge on this system should become equal to charge on this, because these two are in series. ಇದು ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಎರಡೂ ಸೀರೀಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆನೋ ಈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 1.6, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 0.8. ಇಫ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 2.4 millicoulomb, ಸೇಮ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟದಂತಲೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್. there is a network like this, you are asked to each capacitor is of capacitance C. What is the effective capacitance across AB? See, when this type of circuit is given, if I apply potential difference across AB like this, if I apply potential difference across AB like this, here you see, because of this positive potential, this plate gets positive charge, this plate will get positive charge. Because of this negative potential, this gets negative charge and negative charge. So this is one capacitor, this is another capacitor. What about this one? So this plate negative potential is given and this plate also negative potential is given. That means when two plates are having similar type of charge, if they get similar type of charge, then the system does not function like a capacitor. So the effect of this capacitor is nil. It can be removed. So this circuit, it reduces to this form now. C and C are in parallel. So CAB will become equal to 2C. So ಈ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ತೆಗೆದಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ಇದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದಾಕಿದರೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಪ್ಯಾರಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. In competitive examination books, you will find these type of questions. So what is the effective capacitance across C if each one is of C? If each capacitor is of capacitance C, what is the effective capacitance? So to resolve these type of networks, what you need to do is, you mark these plates by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You mark these plates. If I apply a potential difference like this, first plate and then fourth plate, fifth plate, all the three plates get same positive charge because they are being given positive potential. So this first plate and then fourth plate and fifth plate, fourth plate and then fifth plate. So here you see, first 4, 5, they get the same potential, same positive potential. Next, because of this applied negative potential at B, the sixth plate and then second and third, they get same negative potential. So second one, third one, sixth one, they are at same negative potential. So all these three plates, they get equal amount of negative charge. Now this second plate, this negatively charged second plate is opposite to first plate, like this. This negatively charged third plate is opposite to fourth plate, like this. And this negatively charged fifth plate is opposite to sixth plate, like this. So all the three plates, they have the same negative potential, like this. So this circuit is equivalent to this. So this capacitances of these three capacitors are C each. Therefore, this CAB will become equal to 3C. So these type of problems, they can be resolved like this and you can find the effective capacitance in this way. If you look into the competitive examination books, NEET or JEE books, you will find a lot of these type of questions. Here is one problem. Three microfarad, 6 microfarad, 4 microfarad, 8 microfarad, 2 microfarad. So you are asked to find this effective capacitance across AB. I can mark them like this: C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. See, actually, this is a Whetstone's network where four capacitors are connected in the four sides of a square, and across one diagonal another capacitor is connected. So here if I find C1 by C2, ratio of these two, it is equal to C3 divided by C4. C1 by C2 is 1 by 2, C3 by C4 is also 1 by 2. So since C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4, the potential difference between these 2 points is 0. Therefore, this C5 can be removed. C5 can be removed. So if I remove this C5 like this, these two are in series, these two are in series, this and this in parallel. So you find the effective capacitance. You find its value. You are supposed to get 14 by 3 microfarad. So first you find the series effective capacitance here. Next series effective capacitance here. That and this both are in parallel. So final answer must be 14 by 3 microfarad. You check that. And also, you try this problem. This is a circuit given like this. You are asked to find the effective capacitance across AB. To resolve this network, you number these blades as you did here. You number all these blades for all the capacitors. As I told you, in this case, when you apply a potential difference, you see which plates get positive charge and which plates gets negative charge, and you draw equivalent circuit. ಇದರದು equivalent circuit ಹಾಕ್ರಿ. When you draw this equivalent circuit, you will get the circuit like this. Which is nothing but Whetstone's network. So this reduces to this form. ನೀವು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಈ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ನು ಈ ಥರ ನೀವು ರಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋದರೆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ಯು ಸಿ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4. Therefore, this capacitor can be removed. Middle capacitor can be removed. So between these 2 points A and B, these two are in series. C series means it becomes C by 2. C series means it becomes C by 2. C by 2 parallel means it becomes C. So effective capacitance between A and B will become equal to C. You go through competitive examination books like CET, NEET or JEE. You will find varieties of questions in capacitors. You try to work those problems by yourself. And in the next class, I am going to start a new topic.